This actually looks like a job for John Cena.
That was shock. Oh my God! It's Ravage!
You must protect Earth and its people.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this doesn't look like a Bumblebee trailer. It looks like a real good Transformers movie.
That's what I hoped all of my reactions to all the Transformers movies would have been. Michael Bay finally admits he made too many Transformers movies. Let's talk about that next here in the Poindexter Lounge. What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and it is great to have you with me in the lounge today. Look, if this is your first time in the lounge, just know that the Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. It's a place where you and me and my family and my crew can get together and talk about all the things that we love. Things like TV shows, movies, games, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, toys, and so much more. And if those are things that get you excited, then please, just take a moment. Hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell. That helps you to know when we put out videos, which is all the time. And we want you here. All right. And we have a great community of people. If you join our live streams, you're going to have some fun. So come along with us. Now, there is much debate about the Transformers movies of like why they just keep coming. There's a whole new slate of Transformers movies coming that supposedly Michael Bay has stepped away from, which is probably a good sign. You just saw there my reaction to the Bumblebee trailer to see a Gen 1 style Transformer clip, a movie. Obviously the movie was okay. I mean, the best part for me was about that 5 minutes where we got, some of that old school action. And to me, that's the way it should have been, because they could do it. It wasn't a thing of, oh, it's good. It has to look like trash. It has to look like, garbage, it looks boxy. It looks weird. And I've read all of those explanations over the years. But I remember going to see the first couple Transformers movies, and we went and they were okay. The first Transformers movie was really good. The stories were good. The stories were okay. By the end of that run of Transformers movies, I had such a headache. I didn't even care about the last one. That was the last night or whatever. I didn't even care about it. Everything was way too busy. Even in making a thumbnail for this, I felt like, Optimus Prime here, it's just way too busy. I get it. He was going for that alien look, that robotic look. I get it. I understand it. But at the same time, nothing beats that classic look. You see that classic Transformers look, when I saw Soundwave in that video, I mean, he looked similar to my original Soundwave. That excited me, obviously. And that excited a lot of fans to finally see these characters in the way that they should be portrayed. And yes, I do say should be portrayed, because I'll be honest with you, I know that there's a lot to be said about having your own designs and stuff like that. But I mean, look, there's nothing that beats the classic look. Now, I know things have to change, you have to update, but you can. And they did that with the Bumblebee movie. They really did. They took a moment and they were able to make that movie look good as far as the Transformers. Now, there's this article that just came out, and I wanted to talk about this because I'm glad that he finally admits it. But Michael Bay made too many Transformers movies. He should have stepped away at some point and let somebody else work on them. So this is coming from Dark Horizons. It's actually been reported with Unilad via IndieWire. But let's just take a look at this. It says filmmaker Michael Bay has done 15 films in all, 5 of which were Transformers movies that were shot over an 11-year span. So he's got 15 movies, and 5 of them are Transformers movies. 5 years and now 2 movies removed from the last of those films, Bay has spoken with Unilad via IndieWire recently and admits that he should have stopped making them at a certain point. In fact, he says even franchise executive producer Steven Spielberg told him he should stop after the third movie, Transformers Dark of the Moon, in 2011. He says, I made too many of them. Just stop at 3, Spielberg said. And I said, I'd stop. He said I'd stop. He sounds like somebody like, yeah, I can stop anytime. I can stop. Oh, another Transformers movie? Let's do it. Let's do it. Another Transformers movie? Yeah, I want to do it. Yeah, I'll do it. What? You got another Transformers movie? I got it. Okay, let's go do this movie over here. But Transformers, because it fits his MO, man. That fits his thing. It's like explosions, robots, stuff like that. How do you get away from that? The studio begged me to do a fourth, and then that made $1 billion too. We'll talk about that in just a second. And then I said, I'm going to stop here. And they begged me again. I should have stopped, but they were fun to do. What finally stopped things was 2017's Transformers The Last Night. The 5th film hit the franchise low of $605 million worldwide after being delivered at a cost of up to $250 million. Paramount then semi-rebooted the franchise, releasing the most cost-effective Bumblebee, directed by Travis Knight, and are currently in post-production of the $200 million budgeted Transformers Rise of the Beast, directed by Stephen Caple Jr. Bay is back in cinemas on April 8th with the action thriller Ambulance. Now look, I don't want to throw Michael Bay under the bus, but if I did, it'd probably explode in a rain of hellfire. But let's just admit, this franchise just got worse and worse as it went along. The problem was people keep going. People keep spending their money on this stuff. And it's popcorn fluff, right? There are people who I know that there are people who enjoy every Transformers movie. And by the end, though, he was throwing in stuff for us that really didn't make any sense. Like they were trying to make sense of things like the Dinobots, which it was cool to see Dinobots. Don't get me wrong. But the context matters, right? And then things like, Optimus Prime leaves and then he's just back. Like all this time Optimus Prime could fly. Like he doesn't take a ship. They established that they need ships in the cartoon. It was established that they need ships to travel stellarly. All of a sudden he's just flying off. He's just taking off like the space shuttle. What is going on in these movies? They had great actors. A whole slew of people came through these movies. The first couple felt grounded, felt like that they had like a human element to it as well. And I always like that about the cartoon because you had Spike and his family, and so there was that human element. But this thing just got worse. Even when they tried to make a human element to it, it just didn't make any sense. It was like, the Transformer or the Autobots are all in hiding along with the Decepticons and whatnot. It was too much. The Last Night, it's like going back to medieval times now. And I mean, what in the world? We got Optimus wielding, swords like it's Excalibur or something. I don't know what this became. And I don't think you do either. Most people don't. But I will just say, look, I don't have a problem with Michael Bay in general, but you look at his involvement with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies. They're okay, but nothing for me, and just call me old, whatever. I don't care. You can call me old down in the comment section. For me, there's nothing still that beats that original 1990 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. Because there was so much thought and care put into it. It wasn't just, hey, let's throw up a bunch of CGI up on the screen and see what happens. And that's what I feel these movies became. It was just basically, hey, a bunch of garbage thrown up on the screen, visually looked amazing, visually like took your eyes. Like when you were looking at a Transformers movie there's so much going on and so many parts going on and so many jagged parts and stuff. You couldn't really pay attention to what was being said, what was being done, what was the story. And then you had some racial issues with a couple of Transformers. You had one Transformers that literally looked like he had testicles jangling all over the place. It's like, Michael, what are we doing here? Let's make a good Transformers movie. That, ladies and gentlemen, should be our focus. If we're going to make a Transformers movie, make a Transformers movie. But look, we got more coming. We got more things coming. Rise of the Beast is coming. I'm a little concerned. It's got that budget back up to $200 million again. It's not that low key thing that Bumblebee was. We'll see what happens. They're going to bring, Beast Wars kind of into it and a bunch of other stuff. So what will that be like? Will it be too much? Will it be a continuation of what we've been seeing? Or will we get something tangible and something that people can look back on and say, wow, this was a great Transformers movie? I would love to hear from you. Please, please, please leave a comment down in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Are you excited for these new Transformers movies? Are you glad that Michael Bay is kind of stepping away from it? Or do you love these Transformers movies? Are these like your favorite movies? Let me know. I would love to hear from you. Also, thank you to all of our patron supporters. Thank you to all of the members of the channel. You can be a part of that and join that for as little as $2. Patreon as little as $1. And thank you to everybody who gives super chats. Right now, we got a great giveaway of Skelegod. Now I have the Power Crunch. Comes with a little action figure. And if you do one of those three things, guess what? You're in the running for that. So also, we have different ways if you want to support the channel. You can do that below. And we're very, very grateful to everyone who takes advantage of that. You guys are awesome. You're fantastic. Also, shout out to our Hall of Fame, our lone Hall of Fame guy, H. Barts, but more to come. And then check out our store. We got all kinds of cool, fun stuff in the store for you to pick from. And hope you enjoy it. All right, guys, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Don't forget our whole list of shows that can be seen here every week here on the Poindexter Lounge in what we call the Poindexter Pantheon. Yes, we got a catchy name and everything, but we got all kinds of shows and we got more shows coming. Thank you for being a part of the lounge. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up. And like I said, subscribe and join this growing group of nerds. Until next time. Autobots, transform and roll out. We'll see you next time. Stay nerdy.